Hey everybody, it is March 24th, April 2017. Wait, not March, April, sorry. It was just one of those things. It's April 24th, 2017. And I've had a pretty good day. Get to go to work, best place on work. And I was reminded of something that I think everybody should know. If you are going to Disney, not everybody should know, but if you're going to Disney, you guys should know. When you go and you get a great cast member who does something, that you think that has gone up and beyond what you expected, things like that. They did a magical moment for you, whatever they did. You can go to a place to the guest relations and talk to them. Let them know the name of the cast member and the store that you talk to them at. Whether it's the Emporium on Main Street in Magic Kingdom, or if you saw them inside Epcot at the Living Seas, wherever. If you go to guest relations in that park, mention to them the name of the person and where they're located, and if you leave them a little note on why you're doing that. Disney will give that cast member a thing called an applausogram, which is a recognizable thing that will go onto their record card for a good thing. And it will come out on paper. The managers will eliminate that piece of paper with your notes, and what you said, and having it go onto the record card is a great thing. It goes on there permanently to where if the cast member wants to transfer or whatever, their management on all levels will be able to see their record card, and they'll be able to see the good and the bad, whatever. But if you talk to the guest relations about the cast member, it will go on that card, so that way they can tell how good the person's been doing. And how well the guests are responding to that one cast member. And it's always great to hear something good. Yeah, people always talk about the bad, and that's what you always hear. But to hear something good about, from a guest is even more special, because that guest took their time out of their day to go recognize that cast member for doing something that they didn't have to do, or they just spend a little extra time with somebody. Whether it's they were just having a little extra chat with you, doing trivia, or you noticed that you guys somebody in your family was having a bad day, and they did a magical moment for you guys, trying to cheer up that one person, whether it's a child or notice that the adult, just whatever it is. But yeah, it's always great to recognize that one cast member, because if you don't say anything, who will? Yeah, people always take the time out of their day to complain about something. But why not take your time out every day to say something good as well? Because, it's without saying one bad seed, the bad news always goes longer, spreads further. But, and then understand that everybody has those bad days. Everybody has an off day, whatever. But, only you can decide on what you can to talk about. I mean, it can either look at the life at half empty, which is where you're always complaining about something. You're not, all you're looking out for is the bad things in life. You're always expecting it, which is not such a good life. But if you look at the place like half filled, then you're always looking for the good stuff. You'll feel better about yourself. And it will make somebody else's day better as well. So if you try to look for the good, whether it's try to look at the good at something, whether it's, oh my God, it's raining, but we need the rain. It's going to help the plants. I need the water, so because if it doesn't rain, after a while you won't be able to do bonfires and do cookouts, stuff like that. The things are fun things. So that's a good thing. Try to look at the positive instead of saying, oh no, it's raining, we can't do anything. But without the rain, you couldn't do anything on the sunny days. So back to the posigrams. So that's why, if somebody, goes up and beyond to do something special, whether it's just noticing, giving out some extra stickers to your kids because your kid was crying because they couldn't have that one item, or your bubble wand broke and the cast member did something a little extra special to help you out with that bubble wand, or whatever the case may be. Your food was bad and the cast member corrected the food because it was a mistake. You ordered steak, but you got lobster instead, and you wanted the steak. Mistakes happen. Little things like that. And if that cast member gives you the lobster and the steak, and doesn't charge you for the lobster, why not, make that person's day a little bit better, because, you never know what's going on with that cast member's life, and, they're there to make everybody happy, and make sure that, your day is going as best as it can be at Disney. So why not turn around and do something magical for that cast member? Just, even if it's just a little note. It doesn't take long to write a few sentences and say, this is for John Doe over in the Emporium. He gave us a hat because my son's hat, got ruined somehow. And so he just gave you the hat. Why not give John Doe a little extra thank you? And let people know, his management know, that how great of a job what he did for you. Because like I said, if you don't say anything on who's doing what, you know, especially on the good stuff, you know, when people are doing so much good stuff, they rarely get heard. And I know that they're not out there to get the attention, they're not doing it to see how many applausegrams they can get. They're not doing it so that way they can to see, you know, how high they can get. They're doing it to put smiles on everybody's face. A true cast member, that's what all that they're there for, is just to make people happy, make sure that the guests are having as much fun as they can and trying their best to make their day magical, without even a second thought to themselves, which is fantastic. Because a lot of companies these days, you go in and, like if you go into Walmart and you're trying to check out, they're either too busy talking to another cast member or to another cashier, completely ignoring you, or you try to ask where something is, and they, instead of taking you to where that item is, they just go, oh yeah, it's just over there. This kind of rude attitude. It could happen anywhere, not just Walmart. I'm not pointing out Walmart itself. It's just, you can go to any store, and a lot of times you'll get stuff like that happening. I mean, I've had it happen to me plenty of times where I've tried to go in, trying to find that one item, and they just point and go, yeah, it's over there. And they act like, they seem like they don't like their job at all. They're just, or whatever, and they're just like that. Where Disney, they go up and beyond. Even if they're having a bad day, you can kind of tell that they're still trying to make sure that the guests are happy, trying to make them feel better and have a magical day, because without the guests, they wouldn't have a job. So just take that extra, it's only 5 minutes worth of your time, and everybody deserves to hear, you know, something good, because like I said, you never know what that person's going through. They may need to be able to hear some positive stuff. They may be having a bad day, but then instead of, sorry, I dropped something. They may have going through some stuff, like, you know, just having a typical bad day. They were shorted on the paycheck, or, you know, they had a bad breakup, whatever. But just spend that 5 minutes and let them know that how appreciative you were for them to take that time out of their lives to make sure that you had a great day at the park, and everything. So anyways, I want to go ahead and leave it at that, and just, you know, just make sure it doesn't have to be just a Disney. I mean, go out of your way to say it to anybody. And yeah, it's just, everybody needs to hear it. Just doesn't have to be a cast member. It could be a co-worker, it could be a friend of yours, it could be a relative, whatever. But if you do that, it would feel great. And just put yourself in somebody else's shoes. How would you feel if you got some, you know, if you heard some praise about yourself? Sorry, there's kids in the neighborhood playing. But how would you feel if somebody gave you a compliment saying thank you so much for stepping out of your way to do whatever you just did for them when you didn't have to. So just think of it that way. But anyways, don't forget to give the thumbs up, like button, and don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. So, and I will talk to you tomorrow evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.